Welcome and good afternoon, to all of our viewers, and it's beautiful Wednesday afternoon. It is primary school football here again, live at the Raymond E. Gishad Stadium. This afternoon, we're going to see matches. The Adrian T. Hazel Primary coming up against the Valley Primary School, and on the far end of the court, we have the Aurelia Kelly Primary School versus the Alvin Allison School. We are bringing to you this afternoon the game, the Valley Primary versus Adrian T. Hazel Primary. The match proceedings has taken place. The referee is at the center circle. The teams has met one another, and they're just about getting ready to start. The referee is already in the center circle of the field. The players are dispersing to their respective positions. We have the Valley Primary School playing in the gold and black jerseys with black shorts, and we have the Adrian T. Hazel playing in the blue and white with black shorts. They are going to be kicking from east to west, and they are just about waiting for that final referee's assistant before we can start this afternoon's proceedings. So it's the final preliminary matches in the competition, the 4th annual National Commercial Bank of Anguilla primary school competition. But we also have to remember that before it was National Bank, the NBA primary school competition, some 24 years. So we are in the 28th year of this competition so far. This competition has seen some wonderful talent from across the spectrum, from across the board, as the children performs to the best of their abilities in terms of their skills. And so we're just gonna have a delayed start in our game here this afternoon as we await and some more officials to come and assist us. So the players has been taken off the field. You're not missing any football. We're just on the break side as we wait for some more officials to join us. We know that the officials, they have their work to do, their daily jobs, and hence some of them gets off at 4 o'clock. So we're just going to break for a little bit, and then we're going to get right back to our game here this afternoon. Remember, coming up in our second match, the nightcap, that would be the Adrian T. Hazel Primary coming up against the Valley Primary. Both teams are coming off of, not coming off of losses, but have lost one game through the preliminary stages already. Both teams have lost to the Aurelia Kelly boys, and I'm certainly sure that match is going to be a really great encounter, exciting football here. The Valley has been playing some splendid football in terms of their passing ability, and so you would want to join us for that match. So we'll just break a little bit because the match is on hold here this afternoon as we await the officials. So we do hope that you can join us as soon as we get the cue from the officials. We'll certainly bring the match for you live and lively here at the Raymond E. Gishad Stadium. So join us in just a bit. Hello. Thought you just called me. On the park. Yeah. What time you call me at 4 o'clock? What time it is now? 4:50. Oh, the game ain't started yet, but I'm just about to start. The Adrian T. Hazel, I'm supposed to commentate that game, but the game ain't started. Yeah, the girls ain't started. They, I can say waiting for official, they're waiting for other official. The one team started and the other one just started. Only one guy there. Western versus Aurelia. That game just started. Goal just started. So what are you gonna do? You ready to walk it down here? Ready to catch a little exercise is good for you. Where are you coming from? Ain't just on the road? Okay, thanks for your patience, and we are back. We're just about to get ready to start this match here now. The referee is in place. The players have been called back to the field, and here we see the assistants as well, the referee's assistants. They are right in place, and we're just about to get that final, that starting whistle. And here we see the whistle is off, and the ball is with the Valley Secondary School as they are kicking from west to east. Here we see Valley with it, intercepted there by the Road Primary School. And here we see the number 10 for the Valley dribbling down to right side as she takes it further right, and she's trying to cut in, but it's challenged here by the Adrian T. Hazel defender there, and the ball goes into touch for a goal kick to Adrian T. Hazel School. So it's Adrian T. Hazel School Primary School versus the Valley Primary. You will see the goal kick being taken only as far as the Valley Primary, who intercepts, blocked there by the Adrian T. Hazel player. And here we see Adrian T. Hazel boots the ball upfield, center field, cleared there by number 4 for Valley Primary, and the ball is being cleared back upfield again. Here we see the Adrian T. Hazel player pushes the ball and passes it further forward, and here we see the number 9 player here beats a man and squeezes it in, but cleared there by the number 12 there for Valley Primary. Here we see number 4 for Adrian T. Hazel now, blocked by the number 10 player for Valley, and number 10 for Valley. The captain is running and speeding away into the box, beats the defender there, squeezes the ball forward across the goal, but there is no one there to intercept that pass, and the ball is cleared there by the Adrian T. Hazel School. And here we see there is a cross, but the ball goes into touch for a goal kick there to the Adrian T. Hazel. So the action has just started. It's just about 2 minutes into the game so far, and it's Adrian T. Hazel Primary versus the Valley Primary School. Here we see Valley number 6 collecting but losing, and here we see the ball is with Adrian T. Hazel as she dribbles down her left side. She dribbles further left, stops and squares the ball across, cleared by number 4 for Valley Primary. The ball is booted outfield and goes into touch for a throw-in to the Valley Primary School. It is Valley Primary in their final encounter here this afternoon against the Adrian T. Hazel Primary School. And here you see the throw being taken. Here we see number 2 trying to, number 7 there, bustles off of it. She comes away with it and tries to clear up field, but only to be blocked, and the ball goes into touch for a throw-in to the Valley, just on the far right side, center circle. Here we see the throw being taken, intercepted there by the Adrian T. Hazel player. Here we see the Valley player tries to clear but missed, and the ball being booted into touch for another throw-in for Valley to be taken by the number 8 player. So it's still nil all. It is nil all, and see the throw taken, cleared downfield. Here we see the Valley defender running over and clears the ball into touch for a corner kick. Is that it? Yes, it's a corner kick there to the Adrian T. Hazel School. It's live action, live football action here from the Raymond E. Gishad Stadium, where we have the Valley Primary coming up against the Adrian T. Primary. Corner kick taken and put into touch again for another corner kick there to the Valley Primary, playing in the blue and white with black shorts. You see the corner kick being taken only as far as the number 7 there for Valley Primary, who collects and passes further forward to the number 10 player, who is challenged there in the center circle, loses it to the Adrian T. Hazel player, who is trying to come away with it. She loses out to the number 7 there for Valley Primary. Valley Primary loses it, and the ball has been booted upfield. Here we see the number 9 player there for Valley bundled off the ball, and here we see number 10 with it, but she dribbles and dribbles right into touch for a goal kick for the Adrian T. Hazel School. Still nil all, and it's still early days yet. 5 minutes into the match. Here we see the kick being taken, cleared out there by the Valley Primary. The Valley Primary player intercepted there by Adrian T. Hazel, and the ball is being played further to the right side of the attacking third of the Adrian T. Hazel, collected there by number 8 and pushes further forward. Number 10 intercepting and pass to number 6, who is blocked there by the defender there for Adrian T. Hazel. And here we see some nice work done there by the defense, the midfield player there for Adrian T. Hazel, collecting that ball right on the touchline, but loses out to the Valley number 8 player, who's dribbling into the middle of the field, loses it to Adrian T. Hazel. And here we see there's a tussle there for it. Number 4 there, trying to the Adrian T. Hazel player trying to get around the Valley player. There's still some tussling for it, and the ball goes into touch for a throw-in there to the Valley Primary School. So it's Valley 0, Adrian T. Hazel 0. Some 5-6 minutes into the half, and here we see Adrian T. coming away with it. She tries to squeeze to number 11, but only as far as the Valley player there, number 8, the defender there, who passes to her captain, number 10 there. And Kaylee is streaming up to the right side, crosses, and there's blocked there. And here we see there's a tussle for it, and then there's an infringement. Yes, there's an infringement there. Is it an infringement? Yes, there's an infringement. 2 players there challenging for the ball, but one just going down, and the free kick being adjudged against the Valley player. And here we see the goalkeeper boots the ball upfield, only as far as number 7, who tries to collect but misses. And here we see the ball booted upfield by number 12. Here we see the number 10 player with it, and there's a shot and goal, but goes further wide and into touch for a goal kick there to the Adrian T. Hazel. So the Valley Primary is really trying to get that opening goal and putting on the pressure here as they try to get themselves in the ascendancy. Here we see the goal kick being taken only as far as number 8 there for Valley, who squares it across field, picked up there by the Adrian T. Hazel, who boots up field, and number 4 tries to clear but misses. And here we see the Valley player coming away with it. Valley player is coming away with it. Number 12 loses it to the number 7 there for Valley, who boots up field and loses there to the number 4 there for Adrian T. Hazel. Here we see number 10, the captain there, losing out to the defender there, and there's some tussle there. And here we see Adrian T. Hazel trying to come away with it, loses it. The ball is booted upfield again by the Adrian T. Hazel. Here we see the Adrian T. player with it. She tries to dribble through, and here we see Adrian T. Hazel coming through. Adrian T. Hazel coming through, and there is a shot at goal, but a very weak one, and we're into the hand of the custodians, who collects and clears only as far as the Adrian T. Hazel center. The player there in the center circle, who boots the ball up forward. Here is number 8. They're trying to take it further upfield. She's been pushed and bundled off the ball. She collects again, and the play continues. Tries to clear, but there is a block, and here we see the Adrian T. Hazel coming away with it. The players try to dribble one man. Try to dribble two, and here she comes to dribble 3 again. And here she tried to come into, but here we see the number 12 defending there for Valley Primary, coming back stoutly and thwarting that chance as the player was just weaving her way through the Valley Primary School player. The ball put into touch for a throw in there to Valley Primary. You see the throw being taken, intercepted there by number 8, the defender there, who takes the ball further upfield, but is booted downfield, and the keeper collects there for Valley Primary, and she awaits and she boots it upfield there to number 10, who collects and is dribbling further upfield there. She's speeding into the box, but a heavy touch taking the ball into the Adrian T. Hazel goalkeeper there, and she collects, no damage. She clears, but only as far as number 7, who squeezed and passes to number 8. Number 8 tries to pass to number 10, and ball goes into touch for a goal kick for the Adrian T. Hazel School. So it's 10 minutes and 9 seconds into the match here this afternoon. Adrian T. Hazel versus the Valley. Here we see the goal kick be taken as far as the player there in the center circle for Adrian T. Hazel, who boots upfield to number 12. Number 12 dribbles past a man. Number 12 is coming. Here is Adrian. Here is Adrian. She just stops and looks up, tries to shoot but misses. And here we see number 7 coming away with it. Touched it only as far as the Adrian player there in the center, who boots the ball upfield, intercepted there by the number 12 for Valley Primary. Here we see Adrian with it again. Number 11 loses out there to the player there for Valley Primary. The ball is cleared into touch for a goal kick for the Valley Primary School. So here we see the Adrian T. Hazel players just trying to break through and come through to get that shot on goal, but the Valley players have been dropping and covering nicely to avert all dangers. Here we see as a substitute by the coach there, Kevin, of the Valley Primary. So he's making an all the subs, and here we see the whistle goes for the kick to be taken only as far as the number 11, who boots the ball back to the keeper, and she collects and kicks upfield. You see number 4 trying to clear, misses, ball going to the central player there, the central defender, and the ball goes into touch for a throw-in there to be taken by number 12 for Valley Primary. Throw taken, cleared by number 13, and here we see number 12 boots the ball upfield as number 10 the judge to be in an offside position, and so there's an offside there on the part of the number 10 there for Valley Primary. Seems to have gotten a knock as well, as she's limping quite gingerly there. Here we see the offside kick being taken, kick to the left of the attacking third of the Adrian T. Hazel Primary, picked up there by the Valley Primary number 8, who squares it to number 10, who number 10 dribbling down to her right, crosses, but only crosses outside for a kick, goal kick there for the Adrian T. Hazel School. So it's still no goals here in this encounter, some 12 minutes and 45 seconds in. Here we see the goal kick be taken, kick further to the right side of the Adrian T. Hazel, picked up there by number 11, passes to number 12. Number 12 trying to dribble a man, is challenged there by the her counterpart number 12. She squeezed to the left for number 8, who loses out to her counterpart there, number 8. She has won it back, and the ball is being pushed upfield. And here we see the Valley defender tries to clear around number 12, picked up there by the number 12 for the Valley. Loses out there to number 9 for Adrian T. Hazel, and here we see the Valley Primary trying to come away with it, loses out to the player there in number 11. She squares further forward, but the number 8 there is not number 5 for Valley Primary, picking up and moving upfield. She squares further upfield for number 10, the captain in Kaylee, but Kaylee loses it out, and here we see number 5 trying to come away with it. And there's an infringement there, the defender there pushing, and an infringement just on the edge of the goalkeeping box there for the Adrian T. Hazel. So it's a free kick to be taken by number 12 as she sets, and there's some, what's that, see, 2, 4, 5-man wall right in front of the goalkeeper there. Adrian T. Hazel has set up a 5-man wall as we await the kick to be taken by number 10, the captain Kelly. Here we see there's a shot, but it's blocked there by the wall, and the ball goes into touch, ricocheting there to number 5, who tries to put it in the back of the net, but only to knock it outside for a goal kick. Here we see the kick taken. Yes, they just see just a hold up there for a substitute by the Adrian T. Hazel School as they're making their first substitute this afternoon. We see the goal kick to be taken again. Kick be taken, but only as far as number 5, who collects and move further to her right squared in, but is blocked and cleared out. Only as far as number 5 again, who picks up, but here is the Adrian T. Hazel clearing upfield. Picked up there by the number 12, who boots the ball back downfield. Intercepted there by the defenders there for Adrian T. Hazel. Here we see the number 12 there trying to come away with it, but they picked up there by the Adrian T. Hazel, number 8, and she's streaming down to her left side, yes, and been challenged heavily there, and the ball goes into touch for, what's the signal? A corner kick there to the Adrian T. Hazel. So it's a corner kick to Adrian T. Hazel, and we're in some 15 minutes into this first half. It's the live action here at the Raymond E. Gishard Stadium with the primary school football. Adrian T. Hazel up against the Valley Primary School. Scores are still level at 0-0, and here we see the corner kick be taken. Blocked there, picked up there by number 5, who squares upfield to number 10, and the number 10 has one man to beat, and she has the whole field in front of her. But the challenge and the block, they picked up again, and there's a shot on goal, but Kaylee just shooting wide there, and the ball goes way wide of the keepers, right upright and into touch for a goal kick there to the Adrian T. Hazel. But she had an opportunity there to just compose herself and just get around the man, and then it was just her and the keeper, but was challenged there nicely and had to force a shot and force it wide. Here we see the corner kick be taken, but only as far as number 10, who shoots at goal again, and Kaylee had another chance there from a poor clearance there from the from the goalkeeper, and loses just having the shot cleared further wide and into touch for a goal kick there to the Adrian T. Hazel. So it's Adrian T. Hazel 0, Valley Primary 0. You see the clearance again, only as far as the Adrian T. Hazel, but she's challenged there by the number 8 for Valley, and Adrian T. Hazel picks up. Here we see Valley coming away with it now, trying to run down, trying to go down the right side, and just loses the ball. But she was blocked into touch, and it's a corner kick being given there by the referee for Valley, and here we see the corner kick being taken. The kick collected here by number 7, but misses, loses out. And here we see Valley trying to clear, and the ball is blocked here, and so there is an infringement for, is that a penalty kick there? Judged, it's judged to be a handball there, and the part of the Adrian T. Hazel. And so a penalty being awarded to the Valley Primary School as the corner kick came across. There was a tussle for clearance. The ball was cleared, and then there was a shot from the Valley Primary School player heading towards goal, but seems as though it was touched by one of the hands of the Adrian T. player, and the referee has a judge penalty, and the penalty to be taken here, is it going to be taken by the number 10 player? As the number 12, who's taking the penalty? So you see players over it. She takes the penalty, but it was blocked there, and here we see they're still trying to get a shot, but a poor penalty taken there, just rolling into the hands, into the feet of the goalkeeper there, and ricocheting back, and collected there by nicely on the rebound, and the ball is being played upfield. Here we see the Valley Primary. She squares it to the center, and the ball is played further right to number 10, who's screaming down. She dribbles, tries to dribble, but is blocked and cut out there by the defender there for the Adrian T. Hazel School. Here we see Adrian T. Hazel trying to clear the ball out, but not getting the distance. Okay, here we see Adrian T. Hazel coming away with it again. It's Adrian T. Hazel coming away with it. intercepted there by the number 12 for Valley Primary, who boots the ball upfield to number 5. Cut out there by the number 4 player there for is that the number 4, the number 11 player there for Adrian T. Hazelland. There's an infringement for a foul there on the Valley player, and for an infringement there just outside of the center half, the center circle, and foul adjudged. And here we see the Adrian T player. Squares to number 11, who collects, loses out to number 10, who's streaming down again, but is challenged by the defender there, and the ball being cleared and put into touch for a corner kick. That's on the far right side of the Adrian T. Hazel School here this afternoon. We are some 21 minutes into the first half, and we are nearing the halftime here. It's still 0-0 here, with some chances going to the Valley Primary. Here you see the corner kick being taken, and the player there for the Adrian T. Hazel clears, picks up there by the Valley Primary, who squeezes it in only as far as the Adrian T. Hazel player, who is coming away with it, cleared downfield, but only as far as number 4, who boots the ball. It's number 14 who boots the ball upfield, intercepted there by the Adrian T. Hazel player, who boots it just 10 yards in front of her. The ball collected there by the number 7 for Valley Primary, and squared there to number 10 who loses it, number 12 who loses it out. And here we see number 10 for Valley Primary trying to challenge the defender there in the defensive third, and the ball is being put into touch for a corner kick again on that far right side of the Adrian T. Hazel. So Adrian T. Hazel is under a little bit of pressure. Here we see the corner kick being taken feverishly. She cannot kick that again. I don't think she can kick that again. So I think the kick needs to be taken. Is it? I think that kick should have been retaken, but referee has given the ball to Adrian T. Hazel. But here we see player boots the ball upfield only as far as number 7, who collects and tries to square forward, but intercepted there by the Adrian T. Hazel. Here we see Adrian T. Hazel. Here we see Adrian T. Hazel coming away with it. Adrian T. Hazel trying to get that elusive goal. She tried to squeeze to number 11, but only center circle. The ball collected there by number 13, who's trying to shoot towards goal, and here is number 11 shooting at goal, but partially blocked there by the number 4 and collected there by the keeper. Here we see the keeper boots the ball upfield only as far as the center circle here for the Adrian T. Hazel, who boots upfield and is collected there by number 5 for Valley Primary, and she's blocked there by the defender there. She dribbles one and passes to number 12, who collects, trying to dribble there number 14, but loses out to number 4, who clears upfield, and intercepted there by the Adrian T. Hazel, who squares the ball for the field. Here we see number 11 trying to come away with it, but the ball goes into touch for a throw in there to the Adrian T. Hazel School. So it's some 23 minutes and 58 seconds into the half this afternoon. Here you see the throw being taken, collected here by number 7, blocked there by the Adrian T. Hazel player as she squares to number 12. Number square tried to square further to her left to number 2, but number 2 loses out to number 5, who squares to Kaylee at number 10, the player for the Valley Primary, who's streaming in on goal, but heavy touch and the ball taken directly to the keeper there, who collects nicely and awaits for her clearance. Here we see the ball being cleared now, kicked up there by the Adrian T. Hazel player. She tries to dribble, but is intercepted here by number 5. And here we see the player Adrian T. Hazel trying to come away with it. Number 11 blocked there, collected there by the number, the number 12 for Valley Primary, who was trying to speed further on the left side, but the ball goes into touch for a throw-in. And and here we see a substitute just about to be made. It's some 25 minutes into the first half here at this encounter here with the A20 Hazel versus the Valley Primary. Here we see the throw-in taken to number 11, who loses out there to the player there in the Valley Primary. And you see the ball is booted upfield and goes into touch for a goal kick there for the Valley Primary. Anytime now, we should probably be hearing the whistle of the referee. You see the clearance being taken, further booted upfield by number 4, collected here by number 5, who pushes upfield to Haley, who not in position, and intercepted here by the number 12. And so we see Haley trying to intercept that pass there coming through from her player there, but the keeper was smartly off a line and clears to number 11, who tries to control but loses out to the Valley player there, who boots the ball downfield and into the hands of the custodian. So here we see the ball being cleared, and there goes the final whistle, not the final whistle for halftime, the halftime whistle that is. So scores in the match: Valley Primary School 0, A20 Hazel 0. We do look forward to join you again when we bring you coverage of the second half. Yes, and welcome back to this second half encounter with the Adrian T. Hazel Primary School coming up against the Valley Primary School. At halftime, scores nil, and we are just about to start the second half here in this encounter. Yeah, a splendid one it is, and here we see the ball is with the Adrian T. Hazel, number 12. Trying to dribble a man, but the ball is just ping pong there between the number 10 player, and here we see number 10 player trying to come away with it. She crosses, but she crosses the ball into touch for a goal kick there to the Adrian T. Hazel Primary School. So it's live football action here this afternoon, an exciting encounter as well with the Adrian T. Hazel Primary School coming up against the Valley Primary. And both teams have been doing pretty good in the competition so far. And here we see the clearance, but only as far as the Valley Primary. And there was the tussle for it, the ball being put into touch there by the defender there for Valley Primary for a throw-in to Adrian T. Hazel, for a throw-in there to the Valley in the defensive third of the Adrian T. Hazel School. Here we see the throw being taken, picked up there by number 11, who clears for the field. And here we see the player there in number 8 tries to dribble past the defender there for Valley Primary, and she's still trying to come away with it. Here we see there's an interception, and there's a heavy touch there into the custodians of the hands of the custodian there, but the ball is being cleared. Is there a whistle? An infringement. I guess the players didn't hear the whistle of the referee as well, but you can hear the spectators out there as well. There was an infringement on the part of the Adrian T. Hazel player, so there's a free kick to the Valley. She boots the ball upfield, but blocked there by the Adrian T. Hazel player, and the ball is played further to the left side of the Valley attacking third. Here we see Valley trying to come away with it. There's two players, number 11, number 13, and number 4 there. As number 8, they're trying to come away with that. Here we see Adrian T. Hazel. Here we see Adrian T. Hazel, number 12, moving further down right. She's been trailed by number 5. She dribbles past number 5 and squeezes into the center of the field there, but only to as far as the Valley defender, who boots the ball upfield. And here we see the player coming away with it now, but is blocked by number 13. Regains possession, and the ball goes into touch for a throw-in to the Valley Primary School. So it's 0-0. You see the throw being taken and put into touch for a corner kick in favor of the Valley Primary School. Valley is still trying to find that elusive goal. Both teams are still trying to get that opening goal to put themselves in good stead in their tendency. Here we see the corner kick just about to be taken. You see the kick being taken there, collected there by number 8, who tries to square further forward, but picked up there by number 11, who boots the ball up in center circle, collected there and booted back downfield for the Valley player. They're trying to run onto it, number 10 in Kaylee, trying to keep that ball in play, but just was a little bit there, not sharp enough, and the ball goes into touch for a goal kick there to the Adrian T. Hazel. Adrian T. Hazel, goalkeeper, boots the ball up forward, but only as far as number 7, who boots the ball, intercepted there by number 11, Adrian T. Hazel, who boots upfield. And here we see that ball being cut out there by the defensive player there for Valley Primary, and then the ball being booted further upfield by the Adrian T. Hazel, and it's a throw-in on the part of the Valley Primary. So it's 4 minutes and 14 seconds into the second half encounter, still 0-0. Here we see the throw being taken, intercepted there by the Valley Primary as the player tries to dribble down, loses out there to number 11, and she tried to boot the ball for the field, but intercepted there by Valley Primary. And here we see Adrian T. Hazel boots the ball back upfield. Here we see two players from both teams trying to jostle with it, but ball being passed for the White. You see number 12 trying to dribble a man straight to square into the center circle there, but blocked there. Number 11 still with it. Number 11 still with it. Passes to her player there, but the ball ricocheted. And there we see number 13 trying to pick up and trying to force further to the right. Cut out there by the player there for Valley Primary. And here we see Adrian T. Hazel trying to boot the ball upfield, but cut out there by the number player there, defensive player there for the Valley Primary, and boots it too far as Haley. And here we see Haley trying to come away with it. Haley trying to dribble to a man, tries to square forward, and it's ball is still in play, been put into touch for a throw in there to the Valley Primary. So it's Valley nil, Adrian T. Hazel nil. Valley Primary nil, Adrian T. Hazel nil. Here we see the throw being taken, but the ball throw needs to be retaken here. Here we see Haley coming away with it, trying to dribble past the defender there, blocked there by number 12. But there is collision there on the part of number 5. But referee said played on. This looked like an infringement there to me, but referee said played on, and the custodian picks up for Adrian T. Hazel. Clears upfield. Here we see the player there for Valley. Intercepted there by the number 5 for Adrian T. Hazel. She's trying to find the forward player there of her teammate, but it's blocked there by the player. Here we see Adrian T. Hazel coming away with it. Adrian T. Hazel still trying to come away with it, and the ball is being put into touch there for a goal kick there to the Valley Primary. So the ball being put into touch for the Valley Primary, and it's still nil all. Well, it's judged to be a corner there. Referee signaling pretty late there. So it's a corner kick to the Adrian T. Hazel School. And here we see the kick being taken. There's an infringement. The kick needs to be taken. What are we waiting for? There's quite a bit of held up here in play. The referee giving some instructions, and we await the corner kick to be taken now. Yes, I think we need to see the lights coming on shortly as the sun is going down. Here we see the corner kick being taken, cleared there by the Valley Primary, collected there by the Adrian T. Hazel. Here we see the Adrian T. Hazel trying to dribble through a man, blocked there by the number 5, who's coming away with it. Here we see number 5 bundled off of it by number 12 there, and picked up there by Kaylee. And here we see Kaylee again dribbling down to her right. Kaylee's dribbling down to her right. She's dribbling down to her right, squares, and into the hands of the keeper, who collects nicely and just walk to the edge of her area there and boots the ball up to the center circle there to the player there, number 5. Number 12 collects and boots further upfield for Adrian T. Hazel, way upfield. And we see here the defender there for Valley Primary collects, and she's coming away with it, passes it, blocked there by the Adrian T. Hazel player, who squares forward, and there's a shot and goal, and it's a goal. it was across the player there in number 12, picking up that ball nicely and just slotting it into the back of the net to the left of the keeper, who didn't make an effort at all. And there goes goal number 1 for Adrian T. Hazel. So it's 1-0 in favor of Adrian T. Hazel. That goal coming in the 10th minute here, and here we see the kick being taken, intercepted there by Adrian T. Hazel. Boots up to the middle center circle, the middle of the field, center circle. Here we see the Valley trying to get that equalizer now. Number 10 loses out there, and here we see number 12 again. Number 12 for Adrian T. Hazel. She squeezed forward and only to see the pass going into the hand of the custodian there for Valley Primary, who boots the ball further to the left side as the player they're trying to control but loses out there to the Adrian T. Hazel player. The ball being booted upfield, intercepted there by the Adrian T. Hazel player. Here we see Haley trying to come around the defender there. She dribbles again, squares across, but blocked, picked up there by number 5, who squeezes the ball forward, but only to find Haley in an offside position. And as Valley trying to push themselves and gather themselves to get that equalizer here this afternoon. So it's Adrian T. Hazel 1, Valley Primary 0. You see the clearance there, goal kick only as far as the number 5, who has been bundled off the ball, and infringement there on the part of the Adrian T. Hazel number 12, and so it's a free kick there to the Valley, just about 5 yards from the center circle. Yes, it's about 5 yards from the center circle, and here we see the kick just about to be taken now. Some 11 minutes and 14 seconds. So here we see the kick. There's the kick taken, and I'm seeing the flag going up, but the play continues. Flag went up, but referee paid no attention to the call, and here we see the Valley Primary trying to come away with it as the ball being booted upfield by Adrian T. Hazel, collected here by Valley. Here we see number 5. Here we see number 5. Number 5, he's trying to dribble past him and blocked there by number 11. And there is an infringement there. There is infringement there on the part of the Adrian, the Valley player. And so it's a free kick there to be taken by the number 8 there for the Adrian T. Hazel. Remember, Adrian T. Hazel 1, Valley 0. As the ball is being played to the right side of Adrian T. Hazel, picked up there by number 11, loses out there to the player there in the Valley. Here we see Haley trying to come away with it. Trying to dribble, but loses out to the defender there, who clears, and the ball goes into touch for a goal kick for the Valley Primary. So the Valley Primary trying to find that elusive elite equalizer here this afternoon, and has not been fortunate to do so as yet. Here we see the throw being taken, and judged to be a foul throw here. It's a foul throw here this afternoon, and Adrian T. Hazel will recover in possession from that foul throw. Here we see the throw being taken, intercepted there by the number 10 for Valley Primary, who's tried dribble across. She dribbles further across to number 5, who tries to dribble number 12, and number 12 picking up and booting the ball further forward, loses it there to the Valley player, and here we see Valley playing it to the center circle there, and the player there in the Adrian T. Hazel just squaring that ball further to the right, collected there by Valley, intercepted there by Adrian T. Hazel. Here we see Adrian T. Hazel trying to get out of the defensive third, but is challenged there by the number 5, and finally there's a clearance, but only as far as the Valley player there in the center circle who collects and squeezes the ball down to the player on the far left, and the ball being put into touch for a corner kick to the Valley Primary School. Is it a corner? So what? That seems to be there was a deflection, and the kick is adjudged to be a goal kick to the Adrian T. Hazel. Remember, it's Adrian T. Hazel 1, the Valley Primary School 0. And here we see the plane just being held up a little bit, as there's some instructions to be given by the referee. There was some substitute being made, that is, and we await for the start of play here in this encounter with the Valley Primary versus Adrian T. Hazel. Here we see Adrian T. Hazel booting the ball upfield, but only as far as the defender there in the center circle for the Valley Primary. And here we see number 12 for Adrian T. Hazel coming away with it. And challenged here by number 5, loses out there. And here we see Haley, number 10 player for the Valley Primary. Here we see Haley, number 10 player for Valley Primary. She tries to square the ball across the field, but it's the seen here the referee's assistant is calling the referee to discuss. I'm not too sure what the call is, and apparently there's an infringement. So here was number 10 in Kaylee trying to square the ball across the goal, but was adjudged to be fouled there just on the goal line, that is just some 10-15 yards from the goal line. Here we see the corner kick being taken, and it's blocked into touch for the free kick being taken and blocked into touch for a goal kick, a corner kick, that is, to the Valley Primary School. So the Valley Primary running out of time and trying to find that elusive goal here this afternoon that seems to be evading them. Here we see the corner kick be taken. There's the ball coming across. And here we see the shot and goal, but blocked there by the Adrian T player. Here we see number 8 for Adrian T. Boots on the ball field, but collected there by the Valley Primary School player. And the ball being put into touch as shot and goal, a weak shot and goal. And the ball trickles across the goal line for a goal kick to the Adrian T. Hazel. Some 18 minutes into the second half here this afternoon. As the setting of the sun, here we see the ball being cleared but tapped into the box here by number 5, and the goalkeeper, they just collects there and boots the ball upfield. Adrian T. Hazel coming away with it. Here we see the player there, the number 12 player, streaming down to the left, picks up, looks up, tries to dribble the player there, and loses out. Oh, these people just, yes, here we see play continues. I've just been obscured here by the players are just walking across the media center here. The ball being put into touch for a throw-in for the Valley, who picks up and defended there by the Adrian T. He's a player, and there's a call for an infringement there on the part of the Valley player there. There's an infringement, and so here we see, as we await for the free kick to be taken, kick being taken, but the ball goes into touch for a goal kick. And yes, we are some 19 minutes and 23 seconds into the second half, winding down at the ending here. It's still A20 Hazel 1, Valley Primary 0. Here you see the ball being booted upfield, intercepted there by number 5 for A20 for Valley Primary, and the ball just ricocheting off of number 13 and into the hands of the custodian there for A20 Hazel as she boots the ball upfield to number 12, who collects, tries to dribble at the Valley player. The Valley player is coming away with it. Here we see some heavy challenge here. Valley still with Valley. Still with Valley. Here we see number 5. Block there. Still Valley. Still with Valley. And here we see the clearance there. And the shot coming in on goal. But it's all stoutly defended there by A20 Hazel. Who boots the ball further upfield. Collected there by the forward striker there, who tries to dribble past the defending player there, and ball being played further wide, intercepted there by the Valley defender, boots only as far as number 414, and picked up there by number 5, who boots the ball further upfield, picked up there by number 4 for A20 Hazel. And here we see A20 Hazel. Here we see A20 Hazel. Challenge there, blocked there, and cleared upfield there only as far as the number 13 there for A20 Hazel. Here we see A20 Hazel still trying to gain position. Number 11 boots across center circle. Here we see number 5. Here we see Kaylee number 10. Here we see Kaylee number 10. Kaylee number 10 coming away with it. Kaylee number 10 coming away with it. And there's a shot on goal, but she just placed it wide of the right upright there of the custodian there for the A20 Hazel, and the ball goes into touch for a goal kick. It is 21 minutes and 23 seconds into the second half. Second half winding down here as the lights dim here this afternoon. It's football, football, football. Here we see there's substitute being made. Yes. Just waiting for that sub to be made here this afternoon. And then we will, yes, here we see the substitute for A20 Hazel, and here we see the proceedings continue. Ball being played to the right side, the left side of the A20 Hazel, picked up there by number 12, intercepted there by the Valley defender there, and boots up the center circle, blocked there by the A20 Hazel. And here we see number 12 for Adrian. Here we see number 12 for Adrian. Picks up, tries to pass further to her right, but is blocked there by the Valley defender there. Here we see Adrian coming away with it again as the ball being played in and into the box, and the keeper collects and clears. Here we see the Valley coming away with it. She touched it further forward. Here we see Valley still trying to come away with it, but been put into touch there by the Valley defensive player there. No, sorry, the agency defensive player. Thought she could have let that ball just roll outside and have the goal kick, but taking no chances, and has put the ball into touch for a corner kick. So here we see the corner kick being taken, and there is certainly, what's the call here going to be? What is it? It's a goal kick. Yes, a goal kick for the A20 Hazel, leading 1-0 here. Yes, it's A20 Hazel leading 1-0. Here we see the whistle being called for play. The clearance being made only as far as the defender there for Valley Primaries. Number 5 squares it in, intercepted there by number 13 there for A20 Hazel. Here we see A20 Hazel boots the ball further upfield, intercepted there by the Valley. Yes, so A20 Hazel, they are defending for all their worth. Here we see the Valley Primary, and the ball being put into touch there by the number 11 player there for a throw-in to the Valley Primary. So the A20 Hazel is defending and defending for all the worth to hold on to this 1-goal lead here this afternoon. Here we see the Valley trying to come away with it, but there is blocked there. Number 5 is blocked, and the ball being put into touch for a throw-in as the substitute coming fast in between here this afternoon. Adrian T. Hazel 1, Valley Primary School 0. We're winding down here on this game here this afternoon. Let me see the throw. Yes, throw being taken. Picked up there by number 5, blocked there by number 12, who's speeding further downfield. Cut out there picked up there by the Adrian T. forward as she tries to go further field. And yes, we are thankful for the lights as we see the lights just about to be just to illuminate the dark area. Here we see Adrian T. Hazel with a shot and goal, a ricochet and rebound to the player there as the ball being cleared upfield and into touch for a throw-in to the Adrian T. Hazel School. Some 25 minutes and 28 seconds into the match. At any time now, we can hear the whistle of the linesman here, of the fourth official. Here it is the referee that is this afternoon, and here we see play continues. The ball is with Adrian T. Hazel on the left flank of the attacking third and being put into touch for a throw-in to the Valley Primary School. Here we see Valley taking the throw, and here we see the player coming over with it. The player is still coming away with it, bundled off the ball a little bit. I've seen there's a player over on the far right hand side of the Valley defensive third. Seems as though she would have picked up a knock or something of that, and so the referee has held up play to have the player be looked at, just to make sure that everything is A-OK. In the meantime and in between time, it's the Valley Primary School 0, Adrian T. Primary School 1. We wind down here on this half this afternoon. Remember the nightcap. We will see the Valley Primary School boys coming up against the Adrian T. Hazel boys here this afternoon, and that match is certainly going to be an exciting encounter here. You won't want to miss that, and so you can stay tuned and join us for that match as we bring it live and lively here for you from the Raymond E. Gishard Stadium. It's a primary school NCBA annual football competition in its 4th year by NCBA, and certainly overall in its 28th year as a competition. So it's Adrian T. Hazel 1, Valley Primary School 0 as we await. Certainly sure that the time is up, and here we see there's drop ball for fair play. Ball being given up to the Valley player. The ball being booted downfield for the clearance there by the Adrian T. player, as we see number 13 with it on the far right side as she boots the ball further upfield, and picked up there by the defender there in the defensive third of the Valley area, who tries to play upfield but loses it out to the Adrian T. Hazel player. Here we see Adrian T. Hazel. And there is the call. What's the call here this afternoon? What was the infringement? I'm seeing the referee with his hands up, but I'm not too certain what the call is. But it seems to be an offside. And here we see the ball is being played further wide, and there goes the final whistle in this encounter in this evening, the first game in the female division. It was the Adrian T. Hazel 1, the Valley Primary School 0, and a pretty enthralling encounter here. We are happy that you would have taken the time to join us, and stay tuned and look forward to joining you in the match that's coming up with the boys here this evening, that is.